everyone, welcome back to English class. I'm Sabida Joseph, your English teacher. Hope you all are good. Are you reading the textbook daily? Very good. Those who are not reading the textbook have to read the textbook daily. Okay. In the last days we discussed about the modal verbs. They are can, could and may, and we also discussed the another modal verb, that is will. Today let us discuss the vocabulary session from the same lesson, the 4 strings band, page number 23. Children, in English, certain words have similar sound or similar pronunciation but have different spellings and different meanings also. For example, the words dear and dear. What do you mean by the first word dear? This word we used for the beloved person. For example, dear friend, dear children, dear mom. And another word is deer. What do you mean by deer? Deer is the name of an animal. See, both these words have similar pronunciation. Deer, but have different spellings and different meanings also. Next words, 8 and 8. What do you mean by the first word 8? 8 is the past form of eat, right? The next word is 8. 8 is a number or it's a digit, right? Okay, but these words pronounce the same, like 8, but have different spellings and different meanings also. See another words, see and see. What do you mean by see? You know what is the meaning of see? It means see something. Another word is see. Both these words have similar sound but different spellings and different meanings. See another example, that is I and I. You know what do you mean by I? I is the subject pronoun, and what do you mean by I? I is a part of a body. Both these words pronounce same like I, but has different spelling and different meanings also, right? Next words are flour and flour. What do you mean by flour? Flour is the powder by grinding grains. And what do you mean by flour? That you know flour is a part of a plant. Both these words pronounce same like flour, but has different spelling and different meanings also. Right. So children, in English, certain words which they have similar sounds but has different spelling, different meanings also. They are known as homophones. Okay, so both these words have almost similar sounds. Maybe they have slight changes, but they sounds alike. They are known as homophones. Now let us do a textual exercise. Now open your textbook, page number 23. Vocabulary. Look at the highlighted words. I could help fill up the money box again. Here, fill means to make something full. See the next sentence. She could feel everyone looking at them. Here, feel means to sense something. Here we can see both the words feel and feel sounds same but have different spellings and different meanings also. We often confuse certain words with similar sounding words that have different meanings. Next page. Complete these sentences with the correct words. Here you can see some incomplete sentence. You have to choose the correct word from the brackets. See, the first one has been done for you. First, wash your hands. Then eat your food. This piece of ribbon is longer than that one. See the next one. Suraj wants to dash you something important. What is the correct word? Tail or tail? Tail or tell? Yes, it is tell. Suraj wants to say something. Suraj wants to tell you something important. Next sentence, it is a delightful dash about a mouse and an elephant. What is the right word? Tell or tell? Yes, it is tale. What do you mean by tale? Tale means a story. Yes. It is a delightful tale about a mouse and an elephant. See the next one, third one. Parents can pick up dash children at 2:30 p.m. There or there? Yes, it is their children. Parents can pick up their children at 2:30 p.m. Next sentence, I will meet you dash at 7. What might be the right word? There or there? Yes, I will meet you there. There at 7. Okay, find out the rest of the question's answers by yourself. Okay, so you have to choose the correct word from the bracket. Now let us discuss another session from your textbook, that is punctuation, page number 24. Children, you learned about punctuation mark, different punctuation marks such as full stop, comma, exclamation mark, question mark, etc. Today we are going to discuss about quotation mark. Why we are using quotation, how we can use quotation, where we can use quotation mark. That is what we are going to learn now. For that, we can see a sentence here. Is that you, Ria? She answered in a sleepy voice. Who is the she mentioned in the sentence? Yes, that is grandma. Ria's grandma, right? Then who said these words to who? Ria's grandmother said these words to Ria. So what did she say? She said, is that you, Ria? This is what our grandma answered. This is the dialogue of grandma. See children, we use quotation mark to quote someone's dialogue. So here what is the dialogue of grandma? Is that you, Ria? So we put the quotation mark at the beginning and end of the sentence. And always remember, if there is commas, question mark, full stop, exclamation along with that dialogue or sentence, that must come within the quotation mark. Okay, now we can see some other examples. We should go out and play, said Ramesh. Here, what is the dialogue by Ramesh? Yes, we should go out and play. So, we put quotation mark at the beginning and end of the dialogue. Here we can see there is a comma after the word play. So if there is comma, full stop, question mark, exclamation mark, it should become within the quotation mark. Okay, see the next sentence. Ramesh said, comma, we should go out and play. So what did Ramesh say? He said we should go out and play. Here also we can see that dialogue is within the quotation mark. If there is any comma, full stop, question mark, exclamation marks belonging to the quoted sentence, that should come within the quotation mark. So here also we can see a comma after the word play. It comes inside the quotation mark because it comes along with the dialogue. Okay, I hope you all understood how to use this quotation mark and where we can use this quotation mark. Now let us do this textual exercise, page number 24. Insert quotation marks where required. The first one is done for you. Stop, don't move, he said. What did he say? Yes, he said, stop, don't move. So, we put the quotation mark at the beginning and end of that dialogue. Okay, so there is a comma after the word move and that is along with that dialogue. So, we have to include that comma within the quotation mark. Second one, Uma said, let us go outside and play. Here, what did she say? Yes, Uma said. What is the dialogue? Let us go outside and play. So, we have to put that dialogue inside the quotation mark. Okay, third one. What a beautiful painting, Murali exclaimed. Here, what did Murali exclaim? Yes, he exclaimed by saying, what a beautiful painting. Here the dialogue is, what a beautiful painting, and you can see an exclamation mark also. So we have to include that dialogue and exclamation mark within the quotation mark. Now insert the quotation marks to the next 3 sentences by yourself. Then, children, in your textbook, page number 26, you have a project to do. It is very interesting one, that is make your own drum. All the instructions are given in the textbook. That is the items you need to make this drum and all the steps also explained. You have to read it properly and make a drum your own. Okay. Dear children, I hope you all understood this lesson. In this lesson, we saw the story of Ria. Then we learned modal verbs such as can, could and may. And we also learned another modal verb, that is will. We learned homophones, quotation mark, and we learned how to write dialogues. And we have a project to do. What I learned from Ria? What is the story of Ria? Yes, Ria is kind and a loving person. She loved her family. She helped her family. How she helped? She helped her family financially by doing something she loved. Children, just like that, we must understand our family problems and we have to help them as you can. Maybe you cannot do big things. You can do simple, small things with great love. This is not my dialogue. This is the words by Saint Mother Teresa. Children, we'll meet another day. Until then, take care and bye.